going to join us. And I couldn't be more happier. Please give a round. Now, just so you know, there was a reason for this matchup today that most people may not know. Actually got an opportunity to get to know a player on Canisius. All know. We know Jake right now is a player right on Canisius, for all the Canisius families that know him. And he got a chance to get to know Colt inside the hospital. So we thought it was important that these teams got a chance to match up, and these two teams got to celebrate two great kids here in Western New York. So today, I couldn't be more proud to have Colt Matz throw out our first pitch. Give a round of applause. I could not be more proud of this guy right here. Okay, guys, time to play ball.
And you just heard it right there, the ceremonial first pitch from Mike Matt's son, Colt Matz from Portville, as we are live here at Niagara Falls High School, the inaugural day for Western New York Athletics Baseball Day taking place. We've already had 4 games in the book so far. We're at the halfway point. Let's get the second half underway, and what a great matchup we're going to have here. My name is Jacob Fike, alongside me, color commentator and St. Joe's baseball head coach Paul Naska. And Paul, Canisius against Portville, two teams very far away from each other from a geographical standpoint, all coming to one location in Niagara Falls to play what should be an exciting baseball game.
Yeah, Jake, this is one of the unique things about this event is you get teams that don't match up very often against each other, and they get a chance to play, Portville comes in here today with a much-celebrated pitcher, Max Gill. We're going to see him today. He's headed off to West Virginia next year. And, being in the Southern Tier, they don't get as much press as some of the other schools up here. So it's a great opportunity to see two programs that are not traditional matchups get to work here.
Yeah, last game, Portville defeated Salamanca 15-2 yesterday. Michael Cole picked up the win on the mound as he'll be in his starting lineup for the bats for Portville. Cole hit a home run and was a menace on the base path. 6 stolen bases in that contest. Luke Petrziak had 6 RBIs, while Max Yell had 5 RBIs in their last contest, and he will be the guy, the southpaw, one of the most anticipated baseball pitchers to come out of Western New York, committed to West Virginia University, and is going to have a chance to pitch today against this Crusader batting lineup. Yeah, we got a lot of Division I commits in Western New York, and I'm fortunate enough to have a couple, but we don't often get to see a kid from Portville, and I've had a chance to see him. We were fortunate enough, we scrimmaged Portville down in Myrtle Beach this year, and you're going to see a talented top of the order. We did not get to see Yell, but I've seen him pitch before, but they've got some guys who swing the bat at the top of that order. This is going to be an interesting matchup today. And then for Canisius, their last game took place this past Thursday. Canisius defeated St. Mary's to start off Monsignor Martin play. This game only went 5 innings, but the Crusaders got the bats going in that 12-1 victory. Drew Podless, Tommy Lynch, Victor Mazzara each had a 3-hit performance, while Lynch and Mazzara led the way with 2 RBIs. Lynch was also on the mound, 11 strikeouts, and also a 1-hitter to end the contest. Yeah, so Lynch is their number one. He's the guy. We'll see him later on this week as we face off against Canisius, but he's their guy. We mentioned Mazzara and Podless. Both of those guys can run a little bit, so this is an offense for Canisius that will use their feet a little bit and try to help with that offensive output. They've got some new guys in the starting lineup this year, as Mazzara, Podless, and Lynch are the only returners who got a significant amount of at-bats last year. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Sanacito
works his lineup and what his strategy is offensively here.
And I know you and I were talking about a little bit of who might be the home and away opponents for this game between Portville and Canisius. I see the helmets on for the Panthers, so it looks like they will be the away team in this contest, while Canisius will be the home squad as they have their head coach, Justin, in a huddle with this team as Portville has their bats getting ready to get this game underway.
Yeah, what you're going to see from Portville early on is some aggression at the plate. I liked what I saw from them in Myrtle Beach at the plate, a nice aggressiveness. They're going to hunt some fastballs. So the pitcher for Canisius, Will Enright, he's going to have to be on his stuff right away because Portville will be ready to jump early offensively.
Yeah,
Well, I was going to say, Jay, being a high school coach, I'm going to make a statement that's music to everyone's ears. We got a beautiful day today, and it's finally time. We got a little rain in the forecast for next week, so who knows, but this last week has been rough weather-wise. Myself, some other teams had to play makeup games this morning, and it's nice to be out here with the sunshine, and it's just a beautiful day.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we'll have a game. I'll be on the broadcast later today at 6 p.m. between the Iroquois Chiefs and the Will North Spartans to cap off Western New York Athletics Baseball Day. And when I spoke to Iroquois head coach Chris Snooze, he told me about how he had a lot of games that were canceled due to this weather that took place in early April. He had a couple of scrimmages he wanted to play against Medina and St. Mary's that didn't, that had to be canceled. And they also had their games against Lancaster, both home and away, that were both canceled. So we haven't had this many beautiful days here in the month of April, but we've had a couple so far, and today is one of them, as Canisius will come out to the field at first. As you mentioned, Will Enright, number 30, will be the pitcher on the mound today. He's had 3 appearances, entering today's 4th, 3.50 ERA, 7 strikeouts, and like you said, he's going to need to have command of the strike zone right away against these Portville bats.
Yeah, what you see from Enright is a fastball, a little bit of a sweeping curve. Occasionally he'll mix in a change, not a prominent pitch in his arsenal, but he's a guy who's got a little leverage on the mound, big kid, and he's going to want to try and lean on some of those fastballs, getting the good counts early on, and like every pitcher wants to, and try to dictate what happens from the at-bat standpoint. But as we mentioned, Portville will be looking to hunt some fastballs early on and try to get aggressive offensively early. Be an interesting matchup.
It should be a very fun one. And towards our right on the other field behind us, we got more baseball headed your way. It's also live on Western New York Athletics Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube page, just like this game between Portville and Canisius. Orchard Park taking on St. Francis on the other field with Dan Lama there on the call.
Yeah, we had St. Francis earlier this morning, and we played Orchard Park earlier in the year, so we're familiar with both of those teams. That's an interesting matchup, too. St. Francis started to play some better baseball. Orchard Park got some big guys, some bats. We'll see what happens in there. Again, with these makeups, you may not see each team throw out their number 1 pitchers out here like Portville is today, but still, the competition will be what it will be, and you get a chance to see that if you tune into Western New York Athletics.
Let's get the starting lineups right away for Portville. Batting first will be number 8, Michael Cole. Behind him will be number 5, Nathan Petrziak, followed by number 24, Luke Petrziak as the third spot of the order. Batting cleanup, number 11, and the pitcher, Maxwell Yell. Batting fifth will be Luke Petruzzi. 6, number 12 will be Drew Langdon. Number 7 in the lineup will be number 25, Mario Pascucci. Takoto Mascho will be batting 8th in the lineup. And in batting 9th, number 2, Ryan Stillman.
And around the horn defensively for Canisius, you got Gavin D'Amico catching, Charlie Gill at first base, Justin Ball at second, Steven Zipp will play shortstop, Tommy Lynch, as we mentioned earlier, he'll be playing third and around the outfield. You got Jamison Chalupka in left field, Victor Mazzara in center, and Drew Podless out in right field. And we got a quick little delay here. A ball got loose. And it looks like the Portville leadoff hitter forgot his elbow guard, so he's going to head back to the bench there. Maybe he's going to look to get himself on base however he can here.
Portville, having a phenomenal season that they had last year. Couldn't ask for, a better one. Went 17-1 overall. Went all the way to the Section 6 Class C championship game. But, that was a game where Gwanda, who played earlier today for Western York Athletics Baseball Day, we are underway for a high-pitch 1-0 count. Gwanda beat this Portville team last year to win the Section 6 Class C title. So, for Portville and seeing where Gwanda is, Portville wants to get right back into there and try to claim that section title.
And I think they'll have a chance at that, especially with the couple arms that they have.
Swing and a miss to even the count up at 1.
Yeah, I think you have to look to Portville as one of the favorites in Class C for certain, especially if they get the draw that they can and get Gill out there.
A pitch and blowing right by Cole. Some good job so far from Enright, getting that early command, setting up a 1-2 play.
Yep, 3 fastballs to open. We'll see if he spins one here. Maybe that pitch was a little wide. Maybe he tries to get Cole to chase a little bit up here.
And Cole will call time. Try to relax a little bit. Setting himself back in the box as Enright will get some signs from his catcher. Here's the 1-2. Swing! And it was tipped into the catcher's glove for the strikeout, 1 away.
Yeah, he elevated that fastball, and Cole wasn't able to get up to match it. Foul tip into the glove. D'Amico did a nice job of holding on to that, so you got your first out of the game, and Enright trying to establish his fastball early.
So Nathan Petrziak will be playing first base today for Portville's fielding. Takes one pitch, and that's just a bit outside. No, excuse me. They're going to call it for a strike. He got just a little bit part of the plate there.
A little slow reaction time from the umpire here.
Fooled me a little bit. Petrziak, a 4-year starter. When talking to head coach Mike Matz, it's the 0-1 pitch. This one will hit foul.
It's out near my car.
Had a car earlier today, had a white SUV that had their windshield shattered to a foul ball in the last game. But to go back to this Portville player, Nathan Petrziak, 4-year starter, Mike Matz mentioned, the paraphrase here that this guy is a Swiss Army knife, just does everything you want him to do. And that's been one of the big reasons why Portville has gone out to this hot start.
Yeah, watching him swing it, he's got a little pop in his bat. He can reach the gaps pretty good. Just got to make sure he's dialed into the zone.
Here's the 1-2. And that one is well low and away to even up the count.
So there's the first look at Enright's curve on the day. Little sweeper just missed wide. We'll see if he comes back with that elevated fastball here.
Nathan's shown to have much intelligence at the plate, will draw walks, and held the record last year for most hit by pitches. As this one is chopped to the shortstop, he'll fling it over to first in time, 2 away.
Yeah, he got him fisted a little bit there. Got a bit off the handle. And a nice play at shortstop by Zip. Just kind of zipped it over there to first. Came in on the little slow roller. Good foot position and was able to make a nice transition and easy throw.
Now I'll bring up Luke Petrziak. First pitch he sees, and a nice off-speed pitch to get him chasing there.
Yeah, he opened with the curve there, and that's the first batter he's opened curveball with. We'll see if he follows that up and doubles up here on the curve, middle of the order time.
Luke Petrziak will play shortstop today as this
him.
one ends up getting him a hit by pitch as he will jog over the first with 2 down in the top of the first.
Yeah, that one just got away from Enright and rode in a little bit and got Petrziak right in the, I believe it in the forearm here, the left forearm.
And it looks like Coach for Canisius will talk to the home plate umpire.
It looks like he's asking if he thought it may have hit the bat. But the base ump's saying no, it absolutely hit him in the arm. They got the metal bats. I think we would have heard a little clang there. Mm-hmm. It sounded like a little deader of a sound, which would indicate a forearm. So here's our first look at Max, Big Max Gill, big kid. And he can swing it. Don't get ourselves wrong here. He's certainly a terrific left-handed arm on the mound, but he can swing the bat quite a bit.
A southpaw hitter with 2 down here. With Luke Petrziak over at first base. First pitch, Yell sees, and it's outside.
Got a little breeze blowing out here, so the pitchers are going to want to be careful. We saw a couple in the previous game leave the building here off the Hamburg bats.
The 4 games that went final so far have counted a total of 4 combined home runs.
Okay.
Been a nice job of some players hitting the long ball as Enright will throw it to first to check out Petrziak as he gets back in safe. Last year, Canisius went 15-5 and was winners of the Georgetown Cup last year. Defending Georgetown Cup chances, Yell will look at one, swing and a miss for a 1-1 count.
Would be surprised to see Petrziak on the run here.
Looks like that's what Enright was making sure he doesn't do as he throws it back over to first. One and one count. Yell at the plate, the pitch, and swing and a miss. Nice little, looks like it was a bit of an off-speed pitch. Count will go to 1-2 now.
Yeah, it looks like he took a little bit off his fastball there. And Yell just a little bit out in front. That front side went flying, and good pitch by Enright.
The 1-2, runners going, and strike 3 called. Got Yell looking, and net will end the top of the first. Hit by pitch, only leaving one man on, and Canisius will get going at the bottom of the first for their first attempt at hitting. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Jacob Fike here doing play-by-play, color commentator Paul Naska, head coach for St. Joe's, as we'll get a first look at Canisius Crusaders' bat, starting for the lineup for them. So we'll take a look right here at their starting lineups. Number 1 will be Victor Mazzara, batting right behind him. Number 2 will be Drew Podless. Number 3, Tommy Lynch. Batting 4th in the cleanup hole will be Justin Ball. Number 16, batting 5th, will be Gavin D'Amico. And batting right after him will be number 8, Aaron Jones. Jameson Chalupka will bat 7th. Batting 8th will be Charlie Gill. And batting 9th will be Steven Zip. And there's the man, Max Yao, as he takes a first pitch and blows it right by and high for strike 1.
Yeah, what you're going to see from Yell, he can hides the ball well, a little bit of a slingshot move. He's going to have some good arm side run to his fastball, and he throws a tight, hard slider as well. There it is.
Now we'll even up the count on 1.
You see a lot more of the younger guys going hard fastball, hard slider, as opposed to the slower curve. And it's a little easier pitch for them to throw to control their arm speed. And there it is again. Center cut perfect there from Yell. As you can see how the mechanics work very nicely. He's just smooth, gets that arm back, and gets a good turn. And when he gets on top, he's got good velocity coming toward the plate. He's at about 84, 85 right now to start this one.
Mazzara, the center fielder, sees it and high, and the count will even up at 2.
He's already shown he's not afraid to throw that slider into a righty. We'll see if we see that again here, 2-2.
Here's the pitch, and that one is chopped and foul going towards the backstop. As you mentioned about his velocity in terms of throwing that fastball, can get in the high 80s. There's at one point we were playing summer ball and mentioned it from head coach Mike Matz when I spoke to him yesterday that he's topped out at 92, even at 93 miles an hour. Is this one will chop foul towards the first baseline?
Yeah, we've had a chance to face him, and he's one of the guys in the area who can really run it up there pretty good. We got 4 or 5 guys. Nolan Smith, who played in Hamburg here before, my guy Eric Swinsicki, Yell, these guys can get it up there in those high 80s.
Here's the pitch, and that one goes high past the catcher's mitt, and we'll even up at, we'll go full count, 3-2.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that fastball and just got away from him a little bit. But the old payoff pitch to Mazzara, he's gonna fight through his at-bats all the time. He's a grinder type of hitter. You saw him fall off a couple pitches already.
The pitch, and got him to go low, and 1 out to start off the bottom half of the inning.
There was a really good slider there that Yell threw. And, when you have that ability to throw all your pitches and all the counts, that's what makes for a very tough matchup. And Yell did a nice job there after the airmail and the fastball. He came right back with a hard back foot slider, and he got Mazzara to swing through it.
Now brings up the second hitter in the lineup, Drew Podless, as his first pitch is hit foul towards the backstop. Podless was one of the 3 players on this Canisius team that had a 3-hit performance so far in this season, batting .308. Only has 1 RBI, but a couple of triples, even 3 stolen bases. He's off to a good start this year. As that one will go low.
Yeah, Podless can push it around, uses his speed. He's a pretty good bunter. Good arm in the outfield. But he's a guy they look to run a little bit here. He's not going to overpower you with the bat, but he's got some speed if he can get into the gaps. You can see the defensive alignment here. The right fielder is shading very close over to the line, and the center fielder's a good 10 to 15 paces off of the center field area.
The 1-1 pitch, and got him to swing and miss. 1-2 now coming up.
Again, we see that slider just continue to bite toward the back foot of a right-handed hitter, and that is a very difficult task for a righty. You got to stay through the middle of the field on those types of pitches.
Yell deals, and that one is hit by past the second baseman for a base hit. A nice approach by Podless, staying in and able to hit it past the second baseman, and with 1 guy on base, 1 out in the bottom half of the inning.
Yeah, again, you saw there in your defensive alignment, you had the second baseman who was shaded very, very far over to the right. And where he's playing now, that might have been an attainable ground ball for him, but they figured that he would have trouble getting out on Yell's fastball, but through the middle for a base hit.
I'll bring up the third baseman for today, Tommy Lynch, batting 3 in this lineup as his ball is low into the dirt, 1-0.
So much like his counterpart from Canisius, that's the third batter of the game. That's the first time he started someone without a fastball and went with the slider there to Lynch.
The 1-0. Bit outside there as quick 2 balls there for Lynch. There's something interesting to note, for Yell so far. 3-0 on the season out of his 3 appearances. Entering his 4th appearance today. No earned runs he has given up so far this season. with 22 strikeouts heading in today's games. This one will go outside, and that will bring Podless to sprint to second base. He'll check to see if he can go to third, but he'll stay put at second.
Yeah, so you see the pitch count getting up here a little bit in the first inning for Yell. He's already up to 15 pitches, and in this era of pitch count, you know, you want to be as conservative and you want to be as efficient as you can. So with one out here, all 3 long at-bats here thus far for Canisius.
Here's the pitch going low, and that will bring up ball 4, and that will put 2 men on with 1 out.
Well, first and second here. Portville's going to look for a ground ball off the bat of Justin Ball to see if they can get out of the inning here. It's just nice to see all the Hamburg guys wearing metal spikes in the bleachers here. Pick up on that in the background.
First pitch going for a ball, 1-0. They just had a really good game against St. Mary's, winning 8-3 in that contest.
Well, what's nice, too, a lot of these guys play together in the summer, so it's fun to get out here and compete with each other.
Yell's pitch is there, 1-1.
Yeah, Yell's got to do a little better job here in the beginning, just getting located into the zone. You know, 4 straight balls to Lynch with that walk, first and second, 1 out.
Showing bunt, now is low. We'll go to 2-1. Ball batting in the cleanup lineup here for hitting, and going to be in the infield as the second baseman today for the Crusaders.
Interesting that he shortened up for bunt there. I don't know if he was taking a pitch or just potentially putting that in play, but he did take the ball down low.
Swing and a miss for the second strike. This ball is now going to definitely be careful. With 1 out, could set the tone pretty early in this game if he can get a base hit. Here's the 2-2. And that one is chopped. It goes right past the third baseman for a base hit. And head coach for Canisius will tell him to hold. And with the bases loaded, 1 out, that will now bring up number 16, the catcher. That is Gavin D'Amico.
Yeah, so Yell's got a little jam for himself to climb out of here. As that pitch count continues to tick up here. 21 pitches here in this first inning for Yell. So he's going to go to the full wind here with the bases loaded. Corners are up. Middle will play back to try and turn 2.
As D'Amico faces a first pitch just inside, ball 1.
So D'Amico played a little bit last year. He was behind Justin Hodel, who's off to NCCC for Canisius.
Strike 1 called there, evened up at 1.
So he's waited to get his shot here, and he's the main backstop for this Canisius team.
Here's the pitch. Now go outside.
Yeah, right now Yell's just kind of got to finish that pitch a little bit. He's just kind of leaving it up and kind of cutting that mechanic off just a little bit. He's just got to finish down through so he can get on top of that ball and get that moving through the zone. That's better there.
2-1 pitch, and that one is smacked past the second baseman for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the next one, and he will score as well. An R2 RBI single for D'Amico, and Canisius, their first time up at the plate, results in 2 runs here in the bottom half of the first.
Yeah, there's a good piece of hitting there by D'Amico. He stayed with it, delivered a line drive into the right center field gap, and was able to plate 2 for the Crusaders.
So I'll bring up number 8 as the 6 hitter in the lineup. That will be Aaron Jones.
You got a chance here to tack on for Canisius. Oh.
Throw over to first and in time. Safe.
Hit him leaning a little bit here. We'll see what play Portville has on. But this is a chance here for Canisius to try a couple of things. You might be able to run here. You may be able to. You got the middle back. If they can't turn the double play, they can get a run. Here's something in the outfield.
Pitch right there down Main Street. 0-1.
Better look at the mechanic there for Yell. Got over the top, really reached through, and just shoved that pitch down the middle. Good slider there.
A beautiful one. Getting him to chase. No count will go 0-2.
He could use a strikeout here. I don't know defensively if Portville's in position to turn 2 the way they've got their middle set up here.
The 0-2.
Oh,
He got him looking, swing and a miss, and we're 2 down.
That was a very good back foot slider again from Yell. Now we'll see some other things in play here for Canisius with 2 outs. Might be a little more active on the bases here, especially if Chalupka gets into a rough count.
His first pitch will be just a bit low, 1-0.
So for Max Yell, he's about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning, which obviously not as efficient as he would like.
And that 30th pitch right there for 1-1 count.
And you got to, in this pitch count era that we live in, you know, with all these makeups and these games, you have to wonder the depth of each of the staffs here today if the pitchers do have to come out because of a pitch count.
Yell deals, and it goes into the glove off the tip of his bat. We'll go 1-2 with 2 down. Got 2 ducks on the pond, 1 at third, 1 at first for Canisius. Up 2-0 now here in the bottom of the first. Yell looks at first. Now he deals, and this one, it goes to the shortstop. He'll try to fling it over to first, and he is safe. Chalupka just getting enough speed to get a base hit, brings another run in, and it's 3-0 Canisius.
Yeah, a little deep in the hole there. A little deep in the hole for Petrusiak, and he was not able to out-throw the quick runner Chalupka there, and he's able to get on, and the inning continues for Canisius.
Charlie Gill, the junior left-handed hitter, getting his first plate appearance today. First pitch he sees, and that one is smacked foul towards the backstop. Gill, one of the leading hitters on this Canisius team, batting .357 start off this year. And that one will go foul to quickly go to 0-2.
Yeah, a little inside fastball there, tied up Gill. So we'll see if Yell goes to the slider to try and knock him out of the box here on pitch 35 for Yell. 3-0 Portville up. Gill with a little open setup. So we'll see if we can get that sweeping slider here. There it is.
And it looks like it just missed a tad. 1-2.
A tad would be it, because that looked pretty good. That was a pretty good spot there from Yao. So we'll have to fight through another pitch here.
Yeah, looking at both runners at second and first. The 1-2 and fouling it off again. Made some good contact to try and stay in it. See both 11s for Yell and Gill going off. Next one, and that one goes right to the shortstop line drive out, and the inning is over. A couple, 3 runs come in off 3 hits, and 2 men left on. We now go to the top of the second inning. Portville quickly down 3-0. We'll take a break. This is Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we get started at the top of the second inning. And Paul, a great job for Canisius to get out in front early with the bats. 3 runs on 3 hits, and Portville going to have to make some quick work here.
Yeah, what you saw from Canisius was a pretty good approach to staying back and trying to hit the ball through the middle the other way against a tough lefty. Balls moving around. They did a nice job of getting some balls in play. And Yella got his pitch count up, and he struggled to get ahead of hitters. So that's always an advantage to the hitter when you've got the count in your favor. And Canisius did a good job with that. But Portville will lead off here with Luke Petruzzi and see if they can get something going here themselves to start the inning. Enright threw 15 pitches in that first inning.
Resulted in a couple strikeouts in that inning, too. Had 2 of the 3 outs in that inning, ending in Ks. The first pitch, Petruzzi sees, is there for strike 1.
Yeah, Enright, first thing you want to do when your team gets some runs is come out there and pound the strike zone. Force the hand of the hitters to try and get back in this thing.
And there, quick 0-2 count.
Okay. Catcher did a nice job of rolling that back into the edge.
The 0-2. And that one just missing there. 1-2 now.
They would try to get him to chase a little bit of an up and away fastball. I think we'll see Enright possibly come back with that slurve of his.
The pitch. And that one is chopped to the second baseman, trying to fire it over to first, and in time, 1 away.
Yeah, he gave him the curve. It hung up a little bit, but almost a little too inside to do any damage with it for Petruzzi as he grounds to short. And that's the first out of the inning for Canisius defensively.
And now Drew Langdon will now come up to the plate for the first time today against Enright, who's done a good job getting that command of the strike zone. That one chopping to the third baseman. He'll fling it to first, and with 4 pitches already so far, for like 4 or 5 pitches so far, Enright already has 2 down.
Yep, efficiency here. Pretty good one in the first inning with 15. Now he's sitting here with an opportunity to get off the mound in a real efficient manner. And he's going to face Mario Pascucci, the little lefty.
First pitch Pascucci sees, and that one is popped up and foul.
Well, like I mentioned, this Portville team's aggressive at the plate. And they have made people believe what I'm talking about. They're going up there hacking. Enright keeps filling up the zone here.
Next pitch saw, and outside to the left, 1-1. Enright and his catcher already deciding what they want to pitch. And this one is low for 2-1.
Canisius pretty much straight up defensively here against Pascucci. Shortstop's pinching toward third a little bit. Second baseman a touch toward the first baseline. So there's some room through the middle of this infield.
2-1. And getting him the swing and miss. 2-2.
Yeah, saw Pascucci try and pull that ball a little bit. Just get that front shoulder working a little wide open. And Enright got himself back in the count of 2-2.
The pitch. And gets him to look. And Pascucci looks at strike 3 call, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning. In the top of the second, not even lasting 5 minutes. A good way for Enright to get out of there quickly. Canisius coming up to bat, the bottom half of the second. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Flack. Alongside me, my color commentator, Paul Natska, the head coach for St. Joe's varsity baseball squad, as we get about started with the bottom half of the second inning. Canisius up 3-0 over Portville.
Yeah, it's been a good start for Canisius. They did a good job in that first inning. They drove the pitch count up on Gill, so Gill's got to come back with a quick, efficient inning for himself here.
Now leading off here for the bottom of the second is number 4, Stefan Zip, the junior. Batting 9th here in the lineup. After him, they go right back to the top of the order right away. This is the 0-1. And that one is foul. Quickly going 0-2.
Yeah, that was the slider that came across the backside of the plate. Zip a little late on that, fouling it off. So Yell's got himself a favorable count. See if he can move along here.
Here's the 0-2. And does not hit the right side of the strike zone, and will go to 1-2. Yell not wasting time, dealing, and the count evens up at 2.
Yeah, at the 0-2 pitch, he tried to get that backdoor slider again, then came here and missed again, now in a 2-2 count.
Already setting, dealing. And that's low again. Going from 0-2 to 3-2. Full count coming up. And strike 3 call. Got it on the just part of the outside of the strike zone, and we're 1 away.
Yeah, you got nice job getting a little backdoor slider there to get the first out of the inning. I think Zip was surprised with that call, but certainly got a piece of the plate. And back to the top here, Mazzara leads off, or comes up as the leadoff guy back here for Canisius.
Yeah, Victor Mazzara, the senior center fielder, can also play a little bit in the infield. And he gets fooled on that pitch, 0-1. Heading into this game, Mazzara averaging .462, 2 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and 2 triples as well. Definitely has that burst of speed once he gets that base hit or when he's on the base path.
Yeah, that's a big strength for Mazzara, who also led the Canisius soccer team this year. Good athlete all around. He'll be heading off to Albany next year.
This is the 1-1. And goes low again, gets him to chase, and counts up to 1-2.
Yeah, it's another really good slider from Yell. He's thrown 2 real good ones here to Mazzara. Just leaking out a little early, and that ball just keeps biting and biting. Now, so Mazzara moves up in the box here a little bit in anticipation of that. Ooh.
Oh, and then he's hit by a pitch on a 1-2 count, and that will bring him over to first with 1 away.
Everybody loves the hit by pitch except the guy who gets hit by pitch. That was a pretty good fastball that got him there. Everyone's cheering for him. Hey, great job, great job. He goes, yeah, it doesn't hurt you. Because Yell hit some pretty good zip on that fastball, so. But that'll bring Podless to the plate here, 1 out, 1 on.
Had a senior outfielder, Drew Podless. Got his teammate, leadoff hitter Mazzara, over at first.
We saw Podless with that ground ball through the second base hole his first time up, and he ended up scoring on the single from Gavin D'Amico.
First pitch he sees there is low for 1-0. Yeah, had the Podless in the earlier inning, first inning, had the first run for Canisius today.
There goes Mazzara.
And he gets him the bite a bit.
Oh, boy.
And that ball gets by as Mazzara rounds second, rounding third, and his coach telling him to hold, stay at third, and how about that? Able to jump, get Yell, and with that, he's on third with one out.
Yeah, but Yell tried to pick him and had him, but he didn't make a great throw. The first baseman was not able to corral it, and Mazzara, when you're going on a lefty, sometimes you go on that first move. He put his head down. When the ball got away, he was able to make it all the way over to third. So now you see Portville. They're going to have to bring the infield in here, try and keep this thing tight at 3-0.
And with that base hit, goes right through, and Mazzara will score to extend the lead to 4 for the Crusaders.
Yeah, good job there by Podless, just getting enough of it to get through that drawn-in infield. And to knock in Mazzara to make it a 4-0 score.
Podless now 2 for 2 on the day at first, and he goes. Nice hit and run, and that gets through the shortstop for a base hit. Podless around second, go to third, and Canisius feeling like they can do whatever they want against Maxiel. A phenomenal start here for the bats of the Crusaders.
Yeah, you just saw Lynch actually take a pitch on the outside half and just get enough of it to reach it past the shortstop. And with Podless running on the pitch, in the center fielder still shading toward right center, that was an easy first to third for Podless. And now Yell finds himself in another jam here in the second inning.
So Lynch 1-1 on the day. He had a walk early in the first inning as ball comes up to the plate. He had a single in the first inning as well and takes a pitch 1-0.
All we'll see here is now Yell at 50 pitches here through 1 1/3.
Try to look over to first and back in time.
Well, one of the interesting side notes of this game, too, is Yell played some summer ball for Coach Sanacito a couple of years ago over the Academy All-Stars.
Here's one, and that will go towards third base. Able to block it, try to fire it over to first. Gets in time to get ball out, and we got 2 down.
Yeah, good job there by Luke Petruzzi to stick with it. It took a little hop on him, kind of caught him up high. The ball dropped in front of him. He was able to gather himself and make the throw over to first base and stave off any more damage here as Yell now faces Gavin D'Amico with 2 outs. D'Amico had the 2-run single in the first inning into the right center field gap.
That's what started this nice offensive run that Canisius has had so far. His first pitch D'Amico sees is outside, 1-0. D'Amico gets back into the plate. Y'all already set, dealing. And that one low. Good block, though, by the catcher. And good count will go 2-0.
Yeah, Langdon did a nice job of some lateral movement there to get that slider that hit the deck, able to square it up and keep it in front and keep another run from scoring here.
The 2-0 pitch is hit foul. High and foul, 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one just a little bit low to the right side, and the count will go 3-1.
We have to wonder if Coach Matz will start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen here as Yell is starting to approach 60 pitches here.
Pitch there, 3-2, full count coming up.
Another good slider on the back door side there from Yell. Getting back in the count, so full count. Runners don't have to go, not forced, with no one on first. But D'Amico looking for another big hit for the Crusaders.
Full count pitch. And that one is chopped to the second baseman, 2 first, and that will end the inning. Couple men left on base, but 1 run does score for Canisius. Mazzara, hit by a pitch, was brought home due to a nice single by Tommy Lynch, as we now go to the top of the third, 4-0 in favor of Canisius.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics, inaugural day for Western New York Athletics Baseball Day. I'm Jacob Fike. Alongside me is Paul Naskin. And Paul, let's talk. Let's take some time here to talk about this event so far. 8 games taking place. We've already had half of them complete. Games 5 and 6 taking place. We're doing one right now between Canisius and Portville, while Dan Lalama and Dennis Crowley are doing the Orchard Park St. Francis game. Just talk about this event. Couldn't ask for a beautiful day either.
Well, this is something I talked with Tom Prince about 5 years ago. We talked about doing this and having a day where we just stacked up these games and bringing some of the best in Western New York together. It's a beautiful day, especially because it's been so rough weather-wise, for a good cause for my friend Dennis. He's fighting his battle here, and happy to be part of it. We'll be playing tonight at 6, and it's great to be sitting out in the sun watching a game and calling it.
As first pitch, like that was tipped off, but still a strike. Go 0-1 as Masco will take his first plate appearance today.
Yeah, a lot of volunteers and a lot of contributions to this event to make this thing come off today, Jake, and it's fantastic. Just for a great cause for Dennis fighting his battle, as he's been the 27th member of his family diagnosed with ALS, which is unbelievable. And we're all really happy to take part in this event. And like we said, we were blessed with a great day of weather. So have at it. A lot of good baseball out here today.
1-1 pitch. And it's there for strike 2.
Well, what you're seeing now with 28 pitches here from Will Enright, he's only thrown 5 curveballs. So he feels comfortable with the fastball. He's been getting ahead and able to get some early out counts.
Going outside there, even up the count of 2.
And, of course, as I say, there goes the curveball. But he's been able to command the zone, and he's been able to command the counts. So he's kind of dictating what's going on right now with the Portville hitters.
The 2-2. And that one, a check swing, but it does hit the bat, goes foul. We'll keep the count even at 2.
You might be a little too young, Jake, but that's the old excuse me swing there. They used to call it a lot when we were growing up, and he just kind of took the bat off the shoulder and said, I don't want to swing, but it just got a piece, and just fouled it off into the first base dugout.
Pitch. And it's there. Strike 3 call. Got him looking 1 away here in the top of the third.
Well, you got to credit Enright and D'Amico here. We got a little bit of an extra corner out on that outside for these pitchers, and they're attacking that, and they're getting some calls out there, and they've done a nice job of taking advantage of that extra couple inches on the far corner to the righties.
And now we'll bring up now number 2 here for Portville, Ryan Stillman. As he takes the first pitch, ball. Enright already setting, dealing, and that's high, 2-0.
So we'll see if Portville can get their 9-hitter up here as they look to flip the order, and the top of their order gets their second look at Enright. Always a little better look the second time through, especially when we don't see a guy very often.
The 2-0 pitch, and it's there, 2-1.
Yeah, there we go again with that slightly wide corner to a righty, and that's a good job by Enright getting back in the count here, 2-1. Another fastball down the middle there. We've got a 2-2 count. So Enright looking to get off the field here in a very manageable 36 pitches through 3 innings if he can get an out here.
Here's the 2-2. And that one tips foul.
Of course, in most leagues, you got to get a third out, so pardon me there. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. You know what it is? It's all this sunlight. I'm just kind of basking. Pardon me if I doze off for an inning or so every now and then, because this is just beautiful. It's nice to feel the sun and the warmth of it here once in a while. It's been a rough winter.
Enright deals and gets another tip by Stillman, staying alive in this at-bat.
A little rough at bat for the catcher, D'Amico. That's the second time he got dinged here on a foul tip. Thankless position back there.
The 2-2, and the count will now go full.
I often tell my catchers when they get dinged, I said, you picked the position, I didn't. You know, just a lot of nicks, you know, just those foul tips off some fingers, off an ankle. Wears on you a little bit.
Here's the pitch, and that will go low and will bring up now back to the top of the order, Michael Cole stepping up to the plate for the second time today. Stillman now over at first with a walk, and you know, only 2 guys have been on base so far for Portville, as Enright has 4 strikeouts so far. Still hasn't allowed a hit yet. It's done pretty well so far.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is a good spot here. Good job by Stillman with 2 strikes to fall off a couple pitches and flip it to the top of the order here.
And it's there for strike 1.
So we'll see if Michael Cole can get something going here. Again, Canisius in a pretty base standard defense, straight up in all 7 positions.
Enright tries to go with that curveball, goes to the outside, and good job blocking that from not going towards the backstop.
We'll see if Portville maybe takes a shot at running here. Enright a little slower to the plate with that high leg kick. Maybe an opportunity here to get some guys in motion, free up the defense a little bit.
Here's the 1-1. And there, strike 2. Cole 0 for 1 so far. Struck out back in the top of the first inning. Was the leadoff man to start off this ball game. The 1-2, and this one will go foul.
Yeah, Cole's first time up. He got 4 straight fastballs after ball 1. After ball 1, Enright came back and just threw it up the middle and was able to get the strikeout on Cole. So he's looking for a little better result here and try and push his runner out towards second, get him into scoring position.
And a nice job by the first baseman there, number 11, Gill, able to make sure that ball didn't go by him.
Yeah, a little sprawl there. He was fully laid out, so a good job there by Gill to keep the runner staying on first.
Cole with the 1-2 and high pitch, and the count will even up.
You know, it's a nice test for Portville, too, coming out of the Class C. Give them an opportunity. You know, these non-league games are great to give you other looks to get ready for your playoff run.
Enright deals, and that one is popped up high. Shortstop outfielder's trying to fight for it.
A little miscommunication out there.
And a miscommunication as the ball looked like hit the turf, so both runners will move, go to first and second there with still only 1 out.
Yeah, that was the old Bermuda Triangle shot there. You had the center fielder, the left fielder, and the shortstop. And as the shortstop was going back, I'm sure with the headsets on, I couldn't really hear if anyone called it, but the ball just kind of fell in between them. And now Portville's got a little something going here in the top of the third inning.
Patriziak as his second plate appearance. Nate Patriziak to be exact. First pitch he sees there, 1-0.
Yeah, you got to make sure if people are listening at home, they got both of them hitting in the 2-3 hole here, Nate and Luke. So
right now Nate's got 2 ducks on the pond, 1 away, 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. And evens out to now 1-1.
You know, looking over the field here, they're shading just a touch to the right side. So if Nathan can get something that's up and away a little bit, that right center field gap is available to him. Gill's playing behind the runner at first, so they're trying to get 2 here, be in position defensively.
The pitch. 1 goes just a little bit high, and count will now go 2 balls, 1 strike for Nate Patriziak.
Well, we'll see how Enright does here. This is kind of his first taste of adversity here. He's got a couple guys on. He's working through the middle of the Portville order, 2-1 count. So Portville looking for a single here to try and get this thing a little closer than the 4-0 score we sit at.
And that will be strike 2. Fake throw over to first.
Yeah, Cole was wandering a little bit there, but Gill couldn't get back in time to have D'Amico send it down there for a little back pick at first.
Here's the 2-2. And going right towards the first baseman. Can't take a look at second, so he'll jog over to first. 2 away. That does advance the runners to second and third. So now the next batter coming up, that is now Luke Patriziak. Has a big chance here with 2 down to try to cut this lead at half at least. If not, maybe get a run in.
Yeah, right here's a great opportunity. They got their 3-hitter up. If he can get something over the top of second or short, they should be able to score 2 on that.
A good eye there for Luke Patriziak as it goes 1-0.
And right now, getting ready to throw his 52nd pitch. So the counts are getting up here a little bit.
There are 2 runners in scoring position. And strike 1 called.
And the biggest thing for Portville is they do want to get a guy on here to give their big guy, Max Yellow, an opportunity with some men in scoring position here. Much rather get him up this inning than lead off next. So get a couple of guys rolling here.
And that will go foul. So 1-2 now coming up for Patriziak, shortstop playing today for Portville.
A big pitch here and a big at-bat for Portville. Want to kind of cut this lead a little bit.
And that one is popped up. Shortstop taking a look at it. Left fielder calls him off, and the third out is in the books. A nice attempt there by Portville to get a couple of players in scoring position, but only 2 men left on 1 hit, 1 walk, and the inning is over. We now go to the bottom half of the third inning. 4-0 still in favor of Canisius. But before we head to a break, we're going to stay here live on this broadcast, and we will go now to Tom Prince.
Good. It was when you were just originally diagnosed early, if you remember. Can you tell everybody in Western New York how you're feeling now?
I'm feeling good.
So what's next steps right now? What's going on? Talk to me.
Well, I don't really know.
Well, what do you,
Okay.
you go up to? Where do you go
Well,
every week?
I go up to Roswell every week for a quick appointment.
What do they do there?
That's where they just draw my blood, and then I just go home again.
And they're making sure you're still okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing is, I know you've been dying right now to do other things, right? You want to get in the pool. There's other things you want to do. So what are they telling you about how long things may take?
Soon enough.
By the summer? Okay. So listen, Colt. I remember I kept a promise to you. Okay. I want to know when that first swim meet comes, because what am I going to come do?
You're gonna come interview me.
I'm not going to come interview you. I'm going to broadcast it and let everybody see it. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Colt, listen. You have gotten so many people in Western New York that you have really touched their heart. You really have. Okay? And they cannot believe how strong of a young man you really are. Okay? And I'm just so proud of what you've accomplished. And I know you still have a little ways to go, but just know that everybody around here cares about you, okay? All right, buddy. We love you, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and what an inspiring interview right there for Tom Prince to interview Mike Matt's son, Colt Matz. Mike Matt's the head coach for Portville. A phenomenal interview, as always, by Tom Prince. We got a pitching change coming up for Portville. That's number 24. Number 24, Luke Patriziak will now come in relief. Max Yell looks like he'll take over at first base. And I don't see where they put Nate Patriziak. I don't know if they moved him just over to second.
I'll get that in a minute here, Jake.
So is that pitched by Luke Patriziak's low for 1-0?
Yeah, that's an inspirational story. Imagine being that young and having to go through that. What a trooper and a fine young man. So we're all praying for him to get past this as soon as he can.
So Aaron Jones now at the plate, designated hitter for today's game. Last plate appearance was in the first, struck out. Was the second out of that, top of the first inning that saw 3 runs by the Crusaders. 2-0 pitch, and quickly now 3-0.
Petruziak gave him a little soup here early.
And 4 straight pitches, earns a walk for Jones as he will head over the first as the leadoff man here in the bottom of the third. And I'll put Chalupka up at the plate as another ball here to start off that 1-0 count.
Yeah, Petruzak, I don't know how much he got to warm up. He was up to bat last inning and, coming in cold, so we struggled here to start. 5 straight balls to open the inning.
The 1-0. Jones stealing. Ball is high. Nothing's there, and it will go towards center field. And now Jones, he's going to now go from second to third. Another high throw, and just stole 2 bases with no outs here in the bottom of the half inning.
Yeah, a little miscommunication for Portville there. The errant throw by the catcher allowed Jones to get over to third base after the steal. And now Canisius has another runner that's 90 feet away from home. Portville elects to keep their infield back here in this situation.
The pitch. Off-speed pitch, but not there. And I'll go 2-0.
3-0 now.
Oh, excuse me, 3-0.
I just wonder if Petrziak there just walking around the mound, it looked like he was shaking his leg there. Wonder if he rolled that ankle up a little bit coming off the mound. Well, I think somewhere we missed a strike, partner, because it's 3-1 count, but...
And Well, now count will go full 3-2.
I didn't remember seeing the out make a call on one of them.
I didn't either, honestly.
Yeah. Full count nonetheless. Apparently.
Pitch. And that one was no doubter. Ball 4. And runners now on the corners with no outs.
Yeah, so that's Chalupka's second time on base here, and Petrziak's got to settle down here and get into the zone and work some balls into play so we can get some outs here. Canisius really in a spot to open this thing up here with a big inning. Corners and no outs.
And the catcher, Drew Langdon, is calling out some signs to his infield.
Yeah, we'll see how they defend this first. They're a good lead over there at first for Chalupka. Expect him to run here at some point in these first couple of pitches.
Pitch low, 1-0. For Gill as he comes up for the second time today. His last plate appearance saw him as an out as he hit a fly ball towards a shortstop. 1-0 pitch, and that one smacks it and just gets by the second baseman Stillman for a base hit. 1 run scores. That is Jones, and it's now 5-0 Canisius.
Yeah, it's one of those spots where they're playing him to pull a little bit, but, you know, in that spot to try and turn two, that second baseman maybe cheat a little to the middle there, we would have had an opportunity, but it goes through into right center for an RBI single.
Zip, the shortstop, coming up to the plate, 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout. And a bunt it, and it's foul towards the backstop.
Yeah, the third baseman back, thought he'd take a shot there. Just didn't quite get the bat out enough. He had a decent pitch to bunt on, but it fouled back. Langdon tricks it down back there. So a real danger spot here for Portville. First and second, 1 run in and no outs. Petrziak's really working hard here now.
Pitch. Chopped up to the pitcher as the runners advance. He'll throw it over to first and 1 away.
Yeah, the ball took Petrziak a little bit out of position to try and turn two, so he just got the out at first base. And now Canisius with 2 men in scoring position, and they're back to the top of the order with Mazzara.
Yeah, Mazzara's done a good job so far in his last plate appearance. Was hit by a pitch, but did come around and score to make it a 4-0 lead. Did strike out in the first inning, so and only 0 for 1 so far. But when he's been on the base path, he's been a dominant force. And first pitch sees this strike. Luke Petrziak getting set and ready. 2 runners in scoring position. 0-1 pitch. And it's there, strike 2.
Okay. A little delayed call by our home plate guy there. But a strike nonetheless. Really could use a strikeout here.
Yeah, that'd be big for them to get a strikeout here to try to get the second out of the inning, and a time called.
Oh, gave it to him pretty late there. They're chatting away, the umpire with Mazzara. Right side of the infield is playing Mazzara to push it the other way, and the left side is playing him to pull it a little bit here. So you got a gap through the middle if Mazzara can get something out.
Pitch. And I'll get the first ball in this at-bat. 1-2 coming up for Mazzara. The pitch. Trying to go for that high. Looked like he's trying to throw a curveball there, but it's high and go 2-2.
Yeah, so Mazzara will be applying his baseball trade down the 90 at University of Albany. He'll be joining one of my former players, Joe Tobia, as the Great Danes continue to get players from the area.
And this one gets by the catcher, and that will make a run. Come home. Chalupka runs towards home plate and scores. And it's now 6-0 Canisius.
Yeah, it's just a curveball that got away. Langdon got a little bit of the glove on it, but that pitch was wide, and it just kind of kicked away, and an easy walk in for Chalupka. And it also moves Charlie Gill over to third base. Portville elects to keep the infield back in this spot. So Mazzara just looking to get something in play to get that run home.
And that will draw the walk. Mazzara, now twice here, he's been on the base path, one by hit by pitch, this one by a walk. And still one down and runners on the corners for Canisius.
We'll see what Canisius does here. Mazzara can really run. They may take an opportunity, and we'll see how Portville defends it. As Langdon gives his signals to his infielders. I would expect Portville to probably run some sort of cut play here to, if Mazzara runs, to just try to keep that runner on third. Podless has already got a couple of hits at the plate.
First pitch, and that will go foul towards Canisius' dugout. Later on today, we got 2 more games that are taking place as Will North will take on Iroquois at this field once this Canisius and Portville game comes to an end, as pitch will go 1-1 to Podless.
And we'll be on the other diamond there versus Williamsville East.
St. Joe's taking on Will East on the other diamond, as Orchard Park, St. Francis are taking place right now. As this next pitch will go 2-1 to Podless. Podless 2 for 2 so far, both singles scored back in the first inning as a run scored.
And he knocked in a run, Aaron Jones, with his first hit, or second hit there. So a good day for Podless thus far at the plate.
2-2 now up. And folks, definitely tune in later next week for some of our future broadcasts. We got boys lacrosse at 5 o'clock on Monday between Hamburg and Orchard Park. 7:30 p.m. Thursday night, girls lacrosse between Frontier and Hamburg, as this pitch will get right by for a base hit. Gill will come and score. Another base hit for Podless, 3 for 3, all singles, as 7-0's our score for the Crusaders.
Yeah, good job there starting the runner. The shortstop abandoned his position, and it's right where Podless went. And they're able to get the run across, and still in damage shape here with the third hitter, Lynch, up, 2 men on, and only 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
So that one I'll bring out Tommy Lynch. 1 for 1 so far today, a base hit and a walk. And talk about our future broadcasts. Friday will be first ever on Western New York Athletics live stream for Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Amherst taking on Sweet Home for girls flag football.
There you go. Little flag football action. A lot of steam there going tonight.
Yeah, they just had their first week today with one of the games with Sweet Home picking up a huge victory over Depew, 46-14.
Oh, little shootout. The run and shoot. Love to see it, though. This is fun. I love seeing that. I love seeing the flag football going on, and these girls getting a chance to get out there and play. So really excited to see that, and that's great that you guys are going to be covering that. That's fantastic.
Girls varsity flag football, their inaugural year just started back in February. They had a scrimmage at the field house about a week ago at the Buffalo Bills field house. They had all the teams playing there, and now they just started the regular season today.
Yeah, it's a great day for it. Love that opportunity for those girls to be able to get out there and play.
3-1 pitch for Lynch, as this one will go foul, but to bring the count full.
A little ooh and ah there. I wonder if we were close to a car. I hope not mine, buddy. I threw caution to the wind and looked for the closest spot.
Runners on first and second, and Patriziak didn't like it, so he stepped off.
Yeah, a little inside move. See if we could get Mazzara leaning off second there. Nothing doing.
Full count, 3-2. Here's the pitch. And ball 4, loading up the bases with one down, only one down here, the bottom half of the third.
Yeah, so Portville's in a bit of a spot here. 7-0, bases loaded. Patriziak's throwing 31 pitches this inning, and he's struggling to get into the zone here, and Canisius taking advantage of it. A couple of hits, couple of walks, and another hit here. They can really extend this lead. And they got their cleanup guy, Justin Ball, up to the plate.
Ball 1 of 2 so far today. Had a single in the first, and then grounded out to the third baseman in the second. Pitch. That will chop foul towards the backstop.
Yeah, that one fouled off of Ball's left leg there, unaffected. Coach Matz will flag down the foul ball here.
The 1-1 will go high. This ball just lets that one sail upward. 2-1.
Really need a ground ball here for Portville to see if they can turn one to get out of this inning. Corners are up, middle back.
3-1 now. Now Portville having the bases loaded. 3-1 pitch.
Ooh.
And that goes past the shortstop for a base hit. 1 run will score. And it will stay bases loaded as Mazzara comes across the home plate to make it now 8-0.
Yeah, Coach Matz will take a trip to the mound. As D'Amico, who's already got a 2 RBI single, comes to the plate with the bases loaded at this 8-0 score. First base coach Dale Podless is coming back. He's almost got like a used equipment sale. He's got all those elbow pads and batting gloves. He's got to take a time and send them all over. In fact, one of the players had to come out with a helmet to corral them all. Well, if you can run to first with it, why can't you run to second and third and home with it on? The one that gets me is when the kids take the gloves off and they run over to me. I said, put them in your pocket. Your pants have pockets. Put your gloves in your pockets if you don't want to wear them. I said, come on now.
I mean, that's what I did when I was playing at baseball. I either did that, and there was a couple of times where they fell out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to wear them.
Well, you know what? You know what, too? We got a lot more turf diamonds. You got the pellets on there, and to be honest with you, these kids sliding head first, wear the gloves. We had one of our guys in Myrtle Beach on our trip. He took a big piece of skin off his hand sliding because there's so many pellets out there. So just leave them on. Not going to slow you up any. Last time I time checked, it was no world records were near anyway.
So D'Amico coming up to the plate for his third time today, seeing a first pitch ball. D'Amico, the 9th batter in this order so far in this inning. So unless they get a double play, Jones, if he has a chance to go up to the plate, they'll bat around. And
mess up your scorebook, buddy. The scorekeepers always hate a double up in the inning. But you got to wonder here, with a lot of league action being pushed around because of the weather, where the Portville pitching staff sits right now. Didn't get a ton of length out of their horse, Max Yell, and now Patriziak, their number 2 out here, he's struggling a little bit, and he's on pitch 39 of the inning.
He gets D'Amico to swing and miss there for a 2-1 count.
Yep, no, they called that pitch before that a strike, so we're at 1-2 here.
1-2?
Yeah. Again, the old late delay by the home plate ump. He's on his own time today.
Here's the 1-2.
Oh, good pitch.
And goes right towards the pitcher. He'll throw it over to first to Gill, and 2 away.
Well, it gets a run across. I do not believe the pitcher was aware there was only one out there. It looked like he thought he had the inning under. But another one comes across for Canisius, gets it to 9-0.
So now I'll put Aaron Jones at the plate.
Good fastball there by Patrizek. Much better release and mechanic there. Ripping one in off the outside edge.
As Jones takes that first pitch strike. Second pitch he sees. There for strike 2. So with Jones now at the plate, Canisius is now officially batted around in the bottom of the third. The 0-2. And outside. Good job by Langdon to save that one.
Yeah, real good job there. Working out to his right with the backhand. Keep that from getting to the backstop.
It's Patriziak quickly getting set and ready. Pitch. That will now go to 2-2.
You know, we talked about a lot of the volunteers and a lot of the goings-ons today. Let's not forget about Niagara Falls High School being a great host today with this terrific facility. Beautiful day, beautiful setup. You can watch both games, can kind of work around.
And the count's not going to run through full at 3-2. I was here a couple years ago when we were here to cover a football game, and the football field absolutely beautiful, and saw some of the baseball fields. Haven't really had a chance to be there yet. First time being here as Jones draws a walk. And these baseball fields, both turfs, are phenomenal.
Yeah, they did a really good job here. I had a chance to do a little consulting work because they had started this project shortly after we put ours up. And they came over and were looking at our facility and we're talking about some of the things that maybe we would like to change. And they did a fantastic job up here.
So now Chalupka up at the plate. First pitch ball.
Chalupka with a clean day today, an RBI single and a walk, scored a run.
The 1-0 pitch, check swing, but doesn't matter. Ref's going to ring him up there. Strike 1 called.
Yeah, he went enough there to get the ding here. Plus a little 9-0 score doesn't hurt for making that call. Ooh.
And Patriziak, wild pitch, but no one moves. Go 2-1.
Yeah, Canisius decided to put the brakes on there, play a little station to station. They realized a little bit of an exhibition today and no need to keep pounding down here. If they get some hits, they'll certainly score some runs, but they understand Portville struggling here a little bit, so kept the runners in place.
2-1. Make that now 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Patriziak deals high pitch to the right side. The count will run full.
Well, now you're going to have the runners moving on the pitch here. See if Chalupka, if he can reach the gap, he can maybe bring 3 here.
Pitch and strike 3 call. Got Chalupka looking, and the inning is over. 5 runs coming in the bottom of the third off multiple base hits as we are now 3 full innings in. Top of the 4th we go. We'll take a break in the action. Canisius up 9-0 on Portville.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we get started with the top of the fourth inning. And, Paul, let's talk about, Portville for a second. Obviously, it's not, the situation they wanted only one hit that they've had so far against Will Enright. As a coach, what do you do in this situation?
Well, you obviously can't. No swing's going to get you back 9 runs. You've just got to grind through. And you gotta get some guys on base, which they did last inning. Man, you got to come up with the hit. They're starting with their cleanup hitter here. They're starting with their cleanup hitter, Max Gill, and hopefully they can get something going. But when you get down by a large amount, you've got to stay patient and just try to peck away here. I think that, the biggest thing for Portville, if they can put a couple runs on, can they get a clean inning and get off the field quickly? That's going to be the whole key for them to get back in this thing. So we'll see what Gill can do against Enright here.
Oh, Gill, first pitch he sees from Enright, and that has popped up. Shortstop taking a look at it and lets that one bounce in the field. So that will keep Gill right at first base.
We saw that earlier, too. We had a little miscommunication. That's obviously an easier play. It's an easier play for the left fielder coming in, but he just seemed a little passive there, and the shortstop went back. He ends up missing it, taking the error there, and Gill's on first base, and Portville's got something going here to start.
Enright deals and a swing and a miss for Luke Petruzzi, third baseman today. 0 for 1 so far, hit into the shortstop on his last outing.
Oh,
Gill running, and on a hit and run case, Petruzzi hits this one foul.
I like to see the aggressiveness, You're down, try and make some things happen here.
Absolutely.
Well, Jake, with the length of this game, I might have to abandon you here to get ready for my game. We start at 6 o'clock here. We're shortly after 5 here. We're going again. Oh, that's through, too. There's the knock.
Nice little blooper past the second baseman for a nice hit. As Gill will stay at second. They had a quick throw right there to try to get him out, but he was back there in time.
Good piece of hit and run and shoving it to the right side. Unfortunately, didn't get enough of it. They was able to get Gill over to third, but first and second here, and little rally started here by Portville.
Now Drew Langdon up, no outs. Runners on first and second. First pitch Langdon sees is there for strike one.
Let's not forget, if they can get a little something going here. Enright's approaching 60 pitches, so you don't know.
The 0-1.
Good.
Right there, high, but strike called there, hitting the top part of the strike zone, 0-2.
Yeah, it's a good fastball there by Enright, just leaning on it, getting it to the outside edge. So Langdon's got to get that bat ready to roll here, see if he can get something going.
The 0-2. And that one is towards Enright. He'll throw to second, try to fling it over to first, and not in time. Only able to get one runner out at second, as with one out, runners on the corners.
Yeah, Enright, a little soft toss to second. Really didn't give the shortstop a great chance to get over the top and make that return throw to first. So first and third here for Portville with the one out.
Now I'll bring up Pascucci. 0 for 1 so far, struck out looking in the second. Enright taking a look at third and second. Pitch.
Look
and
down.
Hit foul.
Yeah, almost into the Canisius dugout. It'll be interesting to see how we do with the 6 o'clock games. We got a little cloud cover rolling in, and not a ton of daylight left in the day.
Enright deals. Popped up and fouled again.
Ooh, you might have been able to reach your hand out and get a hand on that one, Jake. Just to the left of the press box there.
Would have been pretty hard going from that left side,
Well,
catch up my right, go across
Yeah,
there.
Tough angle, buddy. Hey, announcers are athletes too, bud.
It would be fun to do one of those baseball games where they're high elevated and they just get a perfect foul ball hit right to them in the press box, and they just catch it.
Oh, yeah.
Seen a couple of those.
But you got to make the play or else they're going to let you hear it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Can't be the inning where you're snacking on a hot dog or something either. You got to stay active, and you got to have those hands up ready to go, just like a middle infielder. You're moving at the time of the pitch. So let's see if
So full count, 3-2, and strike 3 call, and Piscucci looked like he knew it.
Yep, he knew he'd let one go there.
So Masco will now come up. Left fielder today, 0 for 1 so far. Struck out looking as well in the 3rd inning. Here's one, and that gets by for a base hit, and Gill will come over to take the goose egg off the board for Portville.
There you go. Little base knock. Mashko doing a nice job there.
So Stillman, 9th hitter, second baseman today for Portville. So he'll take a look for his manager, Mike Matz. Now he's going to call for time.
I've seen a little activity in the Canisius bullpen now. Trying to get the number here. It looks to be John Myers, the junior, who's warming up in the pen for Canisius.
Bunt situation. They fake it. Swing and a miss by Stillman for 0-1.
Little old school butcher ball there. Square up and then take a hack. He had the first baseman charge. I might have been able to sneak something by him if he was able to get the bat on it, but swing and a miss here gets Enright up 0-1. So the next pitch will be Enright's 70th. So it'll be interesting if this will be the last we'll see of him this inning, or this at the end of this inning.
It's now 0-2. Drew Langdon over at second base, 0-2 pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ooh.
not able to hit it, says the umpire, and 1-2 the count.
We've seen that called a few times today. I thought maybe he had the corner, but a little wide.
Runners on second and first. Stillman, 1-2 pitch is high. Evening up now at 2.
Well, one of the things you can tell, we'll check on Enright here, maybe getting a little tired. Still got his velocity, but you see the location is a little bit rougher this inning, and that's tendency for pitchers as they get tired. They may not lose the velocity, but it's about the location.
2-2, and it goes right past the pitcher, but to the shortstop, flinging it to first, and time for out number 3, and the inning is over. 1 run does cross the plate for Portville, but 2 men left on off 2 base hits. We now head to bottom of the 4th inning. Canisius up 9-1 on Portville.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we get started for the bottom of the fourth inning. Portville able to get one run in at the top of the fourth, but it's still a big lead for Canisius, up 9-1, and able to stay in command. Enright only allowed one run on 4 hits. You mentioned him slowing down a bit. Might be the end of the day for him. We don't know yet, but as of right now, Canisius still in control.
Yeah, we saw Myers come in from the bullpen into the dugout, so it'll be interesting to see if he starts the top of the fifth here. Petruzek still on the mound for Portville. He threw 52 pitches last inning. Tough inning for him, but he's staying out there, and he's going to grind it out here. And Canisius at the bottom of the order here. Charlie Gill, the 8-hitter, and Steven Zip to follow him, who made the very nice play to end last inning. Coming up, nice arm angle. Took some time, make a good throw over to first to end the Portville threat last inning. So we'll see if Luke Petruzek can get in here and settle into the strike zone a little bit and keep this thing where it is and give Portville another shot as they come to the top of the order when they get up to bat.
Yeah, right now starting off for Canisius will be number 11, Charlie Gill, followed by Stefan Zip, and then Victor Mazzara to start off that top of the line order with Mazzara. First pitch Gill sees is a ball, 1-0. Gill so far 1 of 2 at the plate. Single in the bottom of the third. And second pitch he sees popped up. Center fielder taking a look at it, and it's there for the first out.
Good job there, getting the fly out to center. So Zip comes up.
Zip 0 for 2 so far. Struck out in the second, and then in the third, grounded out to the pitcher. First pitch, he sees the ball.
Yeah, good curveball. Just missed the zone. No tapper.
Goes right back to the pitcher once more, and Zip will be the second out in this inning.
Interestingly, Zip with a couple of bounce outs to the mound, 2 1-3s. And they'll bring Mazzara to the plate with 2 outs. Yep, pinch hitter. Joey Mayer coming in to pinch hit for Victor Mazzara. Mazzara's day is done. I think Canisius will get a few guys in here as that pitch is high. A few guys in here to get some at-bats.
Yeah, the first pitch he sees is 1-0, and it makes a lot of sense. With this type of day with a big lead, get some guys in there. They don't usually play a lot to get some time.
Yeah, it's still a non-league affair, at least, in our world. It's when we try to get some guys at bats, see who we have off the bench who can swing it. Your starters are kind of set at this stage of the season. You want to see who can help you with a bat off the bench, and this is a great opportunity for these guys.
2-1 now the count. Last pitch going outside to the left.
Mayer's a senior outfielder, hitting from the left side.
The 2-1. Popped up. Second baseman, center fielder looking at it. Center fielder will grab it for the 1-2-3 inning. And a big one there for Luke Patrisiak, the pitcher for Portville. Tried to quickly go through a 1-2-3 inning. We'll now head to the top of the fifth. Canisius still up on Portville, 9-1.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crusaders. That is number 22, John Myers. The junior pitches for the team, can also play in the outfield as well, but this time their head coach is going to need him on the mound for this one as we get underway here at the top of the fifth inning. First pitch he throws is just a bit low for 1-0. Top of the order up for Portville, Michael Cole. 1 for 2 so far. Had a single back in the third. Struck out in the first. Second pitch he sees, and that one is blasted to left center field. And looks like it bounced over the wall.
No, it
they're
stayed
gonna
up.
call it a home run?
Yep.
Home run there from Michael Cole. That's not the 5th home run we've had today from across all baseball games so far, as Portville able to get a solo home run shot to make it 9-2.
Yeah, that's a good poke by Cole. He got a pitch up in the zone. He put a pretty good swing on that. Took it right out over the wall in the left center field gap. And it's a good start for Portville here.
So now Nathan Patrisiak up at the plate, 0 for 2 so far. And first pitch sees is a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Popped up. First baseman trying to fight for it. Now has to adjust. And it drops into the foul territory. 0-2 coming up for Patrisiak.
Yeah, Gill took a little instep and that ball stayed in the air and got behind him and unable to corral it there. Maybe felt a little sense of the fence coming up on him too there. I know as a first baseman sometimes you get a little squirrely when you know there's some fencing over there.
Myers sets, deals.
Oh.
And strike 3 called. Got him on an off-speed pitch. 1 away here in the top of the 5th.
Good sharp curve there for Myers. As he bounces back from the opening batter home run here to get the strikeout on Patrisiak, and Nathan and his brother Luke now steps to the plate.
Luke 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the first inning, and in the third he popped up to the left fielder. First pitch, good eye there for 1-0. As Myers comes in the relief for Canisius, and because they didn't have their pitcher batting in the lineup, shouldn't be much change to the lineup except for Joe Mayer, who's come in for Mazzara. 2-0 count now. Myers deals. And that one going back towards the center fielder. Can he get there in time? Cannot. It bounces. Base hit for Luke Patriziak with one away.
Bring up the big guy, Max Yell here with the man on base. Yell had a little flare that was an E6 last time on the miscommunication between the left fielder and the shortstop. Came around to score the only Portville run today on the single from Dakota Muscalo.
Myers looking over at first, and Yell will call time. First pitch. And swing and a miss. Looks like Yell wanted to just send that well over the fence.
He had some bad intentions with that swing, my man. He was looking to put a couple runs up pretty quick there with one swing. Pretty good hack. That's a balk, sure, absolutely. It's a great call by the umpire. The pitcher stepped off, but he stepped forward with his back foot, and that's you have to step backwards off that rubber. So they advance Luke Patriziak to second base on the balk.
And it looks like that umpire in the infield was telling about that, telling Meyer why he balked. So Patriziak now at second base. Myers deals. And strike two.
Good pitch there, a little running fastball in the outside half. Yeah, got to stay on that and try to deliver that to left center. A little pull swing on that one.
The 0-2.
Oh.
And that one just getting by, putting Patriziak now at third base.
I don't know how it didn't hit. Yell. I don't know if it went between his legs or not, but tough to even get out of the way of that pitch. But now Yell's job's a little easier to get this run home. A sac fly will do. The infield's back. Multiple ways to get this run home to cut it to a 9-3 lead.
Try to cut this lead down one run at a time. Yell pops it up.
I think that's going to get out of play, yep.
And it just does enough to get out of play, so Yell will stay in the batter's box. Southpaw hitter, southpaw pitcher as well, and they keep him in the lineup. We saw him in the starting lineup today. Canisius did a really good job on him as they tried to get off to this nice fast start as they did. The pitch.
Oh,
and swing and a miss. Checked at third, throw it over to first, and 2 down. Two down now. Third baseman Luke Petruzzi coming up. 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out to the shortstop in the second, and then just past inning in the fourth, he grounded out to the pitcher as they try to go for a double play.
That one's out over us. We'll be heading toward the basket raffle tables.
Didn't hear anything, so that's a good thing.
yeah. There was no hooting and hollering, so may have avoided some major injuries out there. Well, Jake, this has been fun today, Getting out here, watching some ball, calling it with you. Get a chance to go coach here in the next few minutes and finish off this great day of baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely been a fun one. Great to be here, broadcasting this game and the next one as well between Will North and Iroquois.
That should be a good one. That should be a good one for you. Will North's got a lot of arms, good depth on that Iroquois squad. Should be a real good ball game for you.
The pitch. And strike called, 3 called, got him looking, and the inning is over. Able to get a solo shot. That was from their leadoff hitter, Michael Cole, the center fielder, And then after that, only able to leave one man on base for Treziak left at third as we head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. 9-2 is our score in favor of Canisius.
Probably just play.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fyack, live here on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. A beautiful non-league matchup between Portville and Canisius as we get to the bottom half of this fifth inning. Paul Nasca, our color commentator, head coach for St. Joe's, had to go leave the broadcast to get his team prepped and ready as St. Joe's will be playing Will East later today in this inaugural day of Western New York Athletics Baseball Day. Luke Bertreziak still on the mound for Portville. Up at bat for Canisius number 10, Liam McCarty. So Liam will come in for Podless as next pitch he sees is there for strike two. First plate appearance for McCarty, already 0-2. And getting him the swing and miss. Ball hits the dirt. They'll have to throw it to first, and one away. So for Canisius and Portville, in terms of their next matchup, Canisius will head over on Sunday, May 1st, the beginning of a new month in May, will be home to take on Bishop Timon, whereas for Portville, they will face Randolph Monday, May 2nd for a 4:30 start time. First pitch there is a ball. The 1-0 pitch. There for strike one. As Tommy Lynch taking his fourth at bat. 1 of 1 so far, has had 2 walks in the contest. Pitch bounces for 2-1. Lynch had that walk in the first inning. That became 1 of 2 runs for Canisius in that top of the first. Ended up with 3 runs total to get the bats going against Max Yell, who's pitching for Portville. Pitch. And going to the third baseman. He's able to corral it, try to throw it to first. It's scooped up, attempt, no good, and will be safe. So I know Canisius is doing a little bit of substitutions here, but some guys are going to be staying out there, including number 12, Justin Ball, the junior. Ball's had a really good day so far, as first pitch he sees is ball 1. 2 of 3 so far. Has had a single in the first and third inning, and then was out towards the shortstop in the second. Second pitch, lined and fouled. Here's the 1-1. Runner going. And it's well high as Lynch is able to steal the base at ease. Folks, stay tuned next week as we have a good matchup with some broadcasts taking place. On Monday, Hamburg will take on Orchard Park in a boys lacrosse matchup at 5 p.m. Thursday, Frontier takes on Hamburg for girls lacrosse, taking place at 7:30. As this throw goes wide past the first baseman. So 1 run will score, and going to second is Ball as Lynch crosses the plate to make it now 10-2 in favor of Canisius. So we'll have girls lacrosse between Frontier and Hamburg Thursday at 7:30, and then Friday will be the big one for girls flag football. Amherst and Sweet Home, they'll be their week 2 matchup. First time we'll have girls varsity flag football ever on Western New York Athletics. So that kickoff will start at 7:30 p.m. First pitch for D'Amico is there for strike 1. D'Amico so far done a really good job in terms of just being patient at the plate. Has 1 hit. Did have a sacrifice RBI in the third. So 1 of 2 so far, and done a really good job today. As a lot of these Canisius batters have as well. The 1-1. Nice pitch, off speed. Getting that curveball in there for strike 2. Petrziak looking at second, sets and deals, and line drive towards the backstop, foul ball. (10-2) is our score. With 1 out, Canisius trying to extend that lead back up to 9, and a beautiful off-speed pitch by Petrziak gets D'Amico swinging and a missing for strike 3 called for the second out. Aaron Jones, the designated hitter, back up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far, but has had 2 walks in the third and fourth inning. A third inning where Canisius had 4 runs off a couple base hits. They batted around that time. His first pitch Jones sees is low for ball 1. Petrziak trying to get out of this inning. The 1-0. 2-0. Petrziak sets, deals, strike. 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1. Nice pitch. Got him the swing. 2-2. Good pitch, good swing attempt right there by Jones, but just able to get by him just enough. And strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Able to get 1 run off a couple of errors, but other than that, all the outs ending in strikeouts by Luke Patriziak. We now go to the next part of the inning with Canisius now up 10-2.
The winning 50-50 number now, with the winner going to $360 they're going to receive. The winning ticket number 310833. That's 310833. Again, 3.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fyack, flying solo on the rest of this broadcast. Do have a quick update on this game. As you know, with big events like this, sometimes we need, with a lot of games taking place, sometimes there's some rules in place for the games to come along quicker, whether that could be a 15-run mercy rule or the game lasting up to 2 hours. So getting a little bit of more information on this game as we're starting off the top of the 6th with Canisius up 10-2. Seeing if this might be the last part of this game as Drew Langdon wants to make sure this game tries to stay alive. A single right up the middle as Langdon grabs his first hit of the ball game. It looks like we got someone here up in the press box. Frank Wolf being busy as well along with Tom Prince to make sure this, wonderful day so far. Western New York Athletics baseball day, is running smoothly, and I actually haven't seen you in the past couple hours.
Jake, it's 10-2 Canisius, Portville. I know you lost your color guy, and they asked me if I'd fill in for him. I don't know what I could possibly add to the broadcast at this point. I got a text from Tom saying that Coach Naska had to leave to prepare for his game over on Field 2. They're taking on Will East, and it's been a great day. You can't argue with the weather we've had, the turnout, and just everything that went into this. Tom Prince worked his tail off, and it's something that's pretty much 3 years in the making. I remember when he first presented the idea to us, I told him, "You're nuts. Where are you going to find a place that's going to have the fields, that's going to have the willingness to allow you to do what you want to do?" Because you need a lot of help. You need a lot of help, and the biggest key, the biggest piece is having a location. And I remember doing a game here right after Tom presented the idea. Will North was here. I can't remember exactly who they were playing. Might have been Clarence or Lancaster. And I'm like, you know what? This place is beautiful. Mm-hmm. This place is gorgeous. What they've done here with, putting these new fields in, the turf, it's just a great place. And you couldn't have asked for a better host. Now, there's no lights here, so we have to run early, right? The next game is at 6 o'clock. So you're fighting that weather, and you're fighting the sun, which is still hanging on, still out there. And it looks like we're going to get the day in.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that so far. As for Portville, we did have a pinch hitter, Hayden Emily, just checked in as he draws a walk. As John Myers, still in this game, is being talked to by one of his head coaches. And yeah, absolutely. Right now we're at the 5:41 mark of today so far, and it'll be interesting to see if how long they keep this game. I know there's some talk of this game might ending after the top of the sixth.
Unless Portville can put up 8 runs, it's going to be the completion of this game, and we'll move on to the final game of the night. But Portville, obviously, a lot of a lot of people showed out for this game, not just for Coach Crowley and the benefit and all that, but they wanted to get a chance to see Max Gill pitch, and it wasn't his best start. But I mean, you can see that there's a reason why the scouts come out to see this kid. You can see why West Virginia wanted him, and a lot of other D1 schools. But he settled in West Virginia, and we'll see if he ends up going there or gets drafted. My guess is he's going to get drafted.
There's now a smack by Masco to left field, popped up though, and one away here in the top of the 6th.
Yell is known for throwing 92 on the gun. He's been clocked at that today. So he's special. A left-handed pitcher, big, strong. I don't know exactly what he did at the plate, but he's not going to West Virginia to hit. We know that. But I mean, you can tell he's got all the mechanics. He's as good as advertised. Just didn't have his best stuff today, and maybe the wasn't ready for today for whatever reason. But pitchers are going to have that. It's going to happen. But he's still as good as advertised. And that's Stillman up the bat for Portville. He's quite the athlete.
Yeah, Stillman faced that first pitch strike. Check swing there. It's that one almost got by the catcher, but still able to. Is D'Amico able to hang on it still? Pitch. Stillman trying to go opposite field into foul territory, and he'll stay foul.
Well, Jake, you did a lot of interviews earlier. Your role today was to do mostly interviews and stuff, but Stu Boyer was penciled in for this game, but battling some laryngitis, so I want to give a shout out to Stu. I know he's watching, and we miss having you here today. I know you wanted to be here and just rest up, and we'll see you on a broadcast. We'll hear you on a broadcast real soon, Stu. Get better, buddy. We miss you. But so Jake's filling in for Stu today on these last 2 games. And Jake's doing an admirable job. But you were doing interviews early. Didn't you was that your original assignment today?
Yeah, we had about interviewing a couple head coaches and players from the first 2 games. Got a little bit of coaching a player from the Hamburg game as Stillman tried to smack this towards third base, and they call it foul.
With just 1 out here, Stillman wants to get that ball in play and try and advance these runners, and you got 1 in scoring position right now. And if that could have stayed fair, that could have been trouble for Canisius there, and should have had a run from Portville. Would have most likely scored on that.
Pitch. And it's chopped. Stays fair. Catcher flings it over to first, and 2 down.
So with 2 down here, you'll have runners on second and third. I believe that's the leadoff batter coming to the plate.
Yeah, Michael Cole, 2 of 3 so far, had a solo home run in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he went left center. I was here for that one. That's about 370.
First pitch he sees, curveball, just missing, 1-0.
Got to give a lot of credit to Tim Gardner today, who's been doing the producing of this broadcast on Field 1.
Popped up.
Great job.
Center fielder gets it, and that will end the inning.
Most likely that's going to end the game, too, as the teams are going to come out and line up. And we have played 3 games here now in Field 1 in the Dennis Crowley benefit. Western New York Athletics Baseball Day. I'll turn it back to Jake Fyack. Great job to you and BJ Stack on camera, and, of course, Timmy Gardner producing.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. As he just mentioned there, due to time constraints as this day winds down. This game will not go through the full 7 innings. So ending at the top of the 6th, Canisius will pick up a 10-2 victory over Portville. And a phenomenal job they have from their pitching, especially from their main starter, Will Enright, who was able to get some strikeouts, and John Myers to come in relief. And as for the hitting, it was a phenomenal job as well, as Podless had 3 hits on the day, going 3 of 3. And then you had Tommy Lynch grabbing a base hit, drawing some walks, and Justin Ball with the 2 base hits as well. So multiple hitting performances by Canisius. They got the bats going right away against the phenom Max Yell, and it paid dividends towards the end. 10-2 our final score. Canisius with the win over Portville. Thank you guys so far for tuning into this broadcast, but the day's not out yet. Coming next, we'll have 2 more broadcasts. Myself will be on the call right as soon as this broadcast ends between Canisius and Portville. It will be Williamsville North taking on Iroquois. For our camera guy, BJ Stack, our producer and graphics guy, Tim Gardner, our color commentator, Paul Naska, and Frank Wolf, play-by-play guy, Jacob Fike here. Thank you guys signing off on this broadcast, and tune into the next one between Will North against Iroquois.